Well, happy Easter to everybody. All those of you who celebrate Easter and those who do not. Happy Easter anyway. Um, it has been, what kind of weekend has it been? Um, quiet. Friday, Saturday, church today, just home. But I had a delightful visitor on the weekend, my daughter. My daughter came to spend some time and overall we had a good time. We're still having a good time. She's out a little bit, but we're having a good time. For those of you who have children, can you recall how when they were little, how you had to be doing everything for them? You take them places. If you had to walk on the street at all, how you would hold their hands and ensure that they're okay and see to it that they were safe and all of that. And when you're getting them ready to go anywhere, you'd see that they're properly dressed and the clothing is clean and properly ironed and set on them, and the shoes clean and the socks clean and everything. And overall, you just see to it that your child or your children are okay. For those of you who have young adults, have you noticed how the tables have changed? I mean, they're like wanting to take over as if you can't manage yourself. They're the ones who have to manage you. Like, for instance, if we go anywhere and we get out of the car and we're walking, if we have to go across the street, my daughter will hold on to my hand. Come, mommy, come. Mommy, why are you walking in the middle of the street? Mommy, this, mommy, that. Mommy, you're doing this. Mommy, you're doing that. And I'm like, girl, I'm the one who used to take you across the street. You think I don't know how to cross the street? Mommy, and she's insisting. And you know how they are? They don't like this and they don't like that. And they're trying to ensure that everything that you do is okay and it is fine. And so they're taking charge of you. So I notice that sometimes if I put something on, I'll say, how does this look? No, mommy, not that one. Yes, mommy, that one, that kind of thing. And I'm thinking, why am I asking this young lady what she thinks when I know that I'm fit and ready to go? You know, that kind of thing. And you find that something comes up and you're trying to make a decision and you'll ask, what do you think about this, or what do you think about that, and stuff like that. And I had to say to my daughter one day, I said, can you imagine I'm asking your opinion on all of these things, and you know, when it was that you were a child, I made the decisions for you. I mean, not just me. As parents, we made the decisions for you and you went along with it. Now, when I might have a decision to make and I have decided and we have decided, but I still want another opinion and I'm asking and I'm being told, mommy, I don't think you should do this, or I don't think you should do that, or this is how you should do that, or this is what you should do, and stuff like that. Has it ever occurred to you? Have you stopped to think about it? How the youngsters are becoming the parents, and as it were, you were the child, that kind of thing. Has anybody else experienced this? I'm sure you have. Have you really given it some thought as to what is going on with our lives? Life is a cycle, though, you know. We start down there and we come right up and we come right up, and then we start to go downhill and they're coming up and taking our places and that kind of thing. I still remember when my mother was older and I'm saying, look at that. I have now come, as it were, full circle. I'm where mama used to be. And I just can't believe it. Sometimes I just can't believe it. When I think about my age and everything, and I'm saying, really? I'm this old and stuff like that. Excuse me. And I have my own children, and life is going on. It's amazing. It really is amazing how life cycles. And you hear them say, um, once a man, twice a child, that kind of thing. These things do happen, you know. Our life is a cycle, and it comes from the beginning and it goes up, and you're in the prime of life, and then you start to just get into the winter of your years, that kind of thing. But you make the best of them until it's time to go. I thought about it, and I thought that I would just try to jog your memory, or to see whether you are somebody who is in a situation like that, or has been in a situation like that, where your children literally take over your life and they're deciding for you what needs to be done and that kind of thing, and they're telling you what you should do and stuff like that. Where the technology is concerned, I try to make myself as au fait as possible, so that I know what is going on, how to use my gadgets and stuff like that, so that I don't have to ask them a lot of questions. There are times when something might happen that baffles me and I have to ask, but for the most part, I'm on top of that. So that is no problem. But like sometimes when you have these things, maybe your gadgets, whatever, your bank accounts, whatever, you need to allow not just your partner but your children to know what is going on. You might have your passwords for something. You want to let them know what your passwords are, as long as you can trust your children. Yes, there are things that you need to let them know, that if anything should happen to you, suddenly you should be hospitalized, you should die, they're not scurrying all over the place and don't know where to begin because they didn't know what was going on with you. I think that's something that you should do for your children. Let them know what is going on and let them know what they can do and what they should do, in spite of the fact that your partner is there. That is something that you could give some thought to and allow them to do what they have to do. Sometimes I look at my children and I can't believe it's like I just came from the hospital with them last week, and here they are now trying to run the show, running their own show, and if I'm not careful, wanting to run my show as well. But I'm quite pleased that they've turned it into adults, successful young adults, and they're doing well on their own, and they're looking out for me to see that I'm okay and all of that. It's a nice feeling. And I hope you're experiencing the same kind of thing with your children as well. You're having a good time relating to your children and stuff, because these days they get so busy and hardly have time for you. But when you get them, you just relish the time that you have to spend with them and be grateful. Yeah. So that's all I was saying this evening, reminiscing on the good old times with my children, and just wondering whether you have an experience like I have with my children, who think that they are now my parents. So that's all for now. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment if you will. And I'll see you next time. Bye.